out for you.
Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to Misery. Now, it has been some time since we were last here in our bunker. I have had several other projects in mind, and I've had to take a little break from some of our staples. The reason being is I had Christmas recordings to do, as well as some... Oh, where am I to put this now? I had Christmas recordings to do. Yes, those Christmas recordings kind of pushed everything off, pushed everything back a little bit, which is all right. I don't quite remember where we left off. We're only 20 shinings in, so we're right at the cusp of... right at the cusp of the bunkers. If I haven't... Yes, I'm positive. If I haven't talked about the bunker yet, I think I've been trying to keep it a surprise. There are highly radioactive bunkers that we can encounter in this world. So we're going to... Let's take this magazine out. So... what we have right now, our Spetsnaz uniform and our gas mask, is just not enough, unfortunately. It is not nearly enough for us to be able to survive the horrors that are the bunker. So what we're going to do is, I did do a very small amount of research recently, in order to figure out what kind of threat we're going up against. And honestly, my dear friends, I was a little, not disappointed. Disappointed is not the right word. But I was definitely bombarded with the scale, right? There is some scary stuff laying ahead. Some very, very dangerous stuff laying ahead. And... I wanted us to be more prepared than we currently are. We're not even close to prepared. And we're so ill-prepared that there's a good chance that we'll run out of the bunker. Man, that took it. Those Kansas Sprats don't help whatsoever, do they? We're going to load up just a wee bit. Say just a wee bit. We're grabbing everything we own. I'm hoping that once we leave our bunker, we're not directly going into one of these randomly generated bunkers, because if we are, we're screwed. We're absolutely screwed. We're not going to survive it, I don't think. There's also been a Christmas update. Today is the 27th, when I'm doing all my recording. Ah, yes, very good. Very good. So, good thing we left everything at home. Or bad thing, I can't tell. At least we know where we are. We need rubles. We need a lot of rubles. So all this organizing, grabbing, gearing up I've been doing to help us, to help further our goals, they're in vain compared to what awaits us in the procedurally generated bunkers. They're so bad, and I had no idea how bad it was going to be, but apparently the radiation is twice as lethal as anything we've experienced. We really don't need food, we need money. We need money, liquid money. We're going to have to buy a hazmat suit, first and foremost. And we're going to have to kind of hope and pray that we find... Ooh, nice. Holy cow. That's awesome to find that with additional magazines. Oh, wow. Yes. Very good. Very good. Maybe they fixed the some of the loot distribution. I have not read what they've done in the update outside of add some Christmas themed and New Year's themed gear. There's a Santa hat we can find and some champagne, I believe. I don't know if I'd assume that's still in the game. I don't know why they would take it off. But we have to be on the lookout for some of that. Champagne's apparently really good for us. Yada yada. So we're gonna run through radar here. And the winter has come. It is in full force. We're gonna have to run home first, which won't be. It's not that big of a deal. But we are running out of room already on this trip. Ooh, a scythe. Wow, holy hell. Very cool, very cool. I don't think... It's come to my attention that dying inside the bunker means losing the kit we have. And we have not spent any money on... Wait, you know what we've worried about? We've worried about food and water, which is, you know, good and wise. But we've also worried about ammunition. I'm going to drop this. We've really... Let's try to make some room here. Okay, hold on, please. My dear friends, I have to do Tetris. We've worried about food and water and medicine, which is all very good things. But we have made a critical error in another... in regard to another facet of survival, and that is the gosh darn equipment. What happens if we die in the bunker? You know, to radiation. Let's say we encounter an overwhelming amount of radiation, and it puts us in the dirt. Right? We hit a lethal pocket and die. What comes next? Well, thank you for asking. I'm glad you asked. Death comes next. We respawn, we go back into the bunker, we die even quicker because we don't have the resources to deal with whatever we're encountering, right? So we're going to get filthy rich once more, but we're going to get rich for another reason. Should we sell the Kapar? I'm going to sell the Kaparis for rubles. We have a ton of AKs at home. That's what we need to be focusing on. Let's see how much. 50 rubles? No. 260 or 200. We can buy the hazmat suit for 200 and fix it on the sewing machine. No problem. So I'm going to run back home. I'm going to get 400 rubles and bring those back. We do not have access to the military gas mask, which is the next step. And I've been playing Misery here. We've had some silly deaths, but for the most part, I am, worried about our character and our self-preservation. So if we get into some bad stuff up ahead, that's not going to work in our favor, I'm going to pull us out. Okay? Now, maybe that's not particularly what you want to see, but I think it's wise. It's better for us to stay up, So we're going to put this in here. And then we have to separate out all of our magazines. Lord have mercy. We're not even a smidgen prepared for what is to come. Not even a smidgen, my friends. And that is a worrying reality. Now, I was trying my darndest to keep a neutral perspective, right, and not look up anything, because I wanted to see it for myself. But I didn't realize the scale of the horror that is the procedurally generated bunkers, which the whole game's procedurally generated, but these bunkers are next level. These are next level evil. Man, we're in for a trip. in for a trip. What I'm doing right now, I know it looks kind of nutty. I'm going to keep one magazine on us. I'll put our RGD5s in there. Take our axe. We're going to take all of our rubles, for the most part, and go buy gear. Thankfully, we found that backpack at the radar, so we didn't have to spend an exorbitant amount of money there. We can also check our harvests. Yes. Ah, yes, we're out of fuel for... Did we just do this? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. We're gonna have to do these over again, several times over again, if we want to succeed. We need to be printing money on a biblical scale, which we're already doing. I haven't been so good about... I've kind of become lackadaisical. I got content and happy, and that's not the right thing. We can't be content or happy in misery. I'm going to put these rubles in here, and we're going to... Oh, no, that's silly. I'll take those. I don't know why I thought the rubles took up more space. Woo! If you can't tell, I'm a little on edge. I am definitely tense. We did just complete the... we just completed our Evil Within playthrough. I'm over the moon that is finished, and we're going to be undertaking several more projects in the near future. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Let us buy... Alright. Hazmat suit 1, 2. How much more do we have? We almost have enough for another. Oh, look at this. Our previous self was helping us out. I forgot we left those down there. We'll take a third hazmat suit. These are going to come in handy. We're going to have to organize our bunker much better, much cleaner than we've got it. It's kind of a mess right now, and that's because we're just running out of space. I say we're running out of space. Look at all the space we have. We are not effectively utilizing our space, right? Very good, very good. Let's get totally healed up here. Yes, we have spent a good amount of... Spent all of our rubles. Hopefully, we have at least one or two more trips out into the world prior to a bunker spawn. All right, so that's our third sewing kit. Let's turn this on. We can only do 2 at a time. In 10 seconds, we'll have a sewing kit. Yes. God, we'll have a functional hazmat suit. There we go. And we're going to put our rat wolf hide on. That's going to help protect us. I just recently learned you could do that. You have a slot for a reason. Very good. Let's throw this sucker in there. So, yes, the Spetsnaz uniform, though it is very durable, it doesn't matter with the threats we're going to face underground. We are talking about enemies that don't exist on the surface. Enemies that deal damage in ways that these other enemies do not deal damage. Is this not... Do we not have this set up? Hold the phone. Where have we gone wrong here? Okay, we're gonna have to look at that here in a second. These are militaria. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's take this just in case, and we'll throw it in as well. Oh man, we're running out of sewing kits like crazy. Kind of kicking myself for not keeping the some of the sewing kits from, or not sewing kits, but some of the uniforms from the bandits we've killed. But I've also been avoiding them on purpose. We need storage space, man. We are running low on storage space. How about over here in this box? It's kind of why we bought this, or brought it, wasn't it? Perfect. Okay, that does exactly what we needed it to do. So right now we should have a pretty solid radiation resistance bonus. Now, I don't know for certain. I just don't know. We're gonna run back to the surface though. I need that workbench to do its job. It's kind of frustrating that it's not. These are doing just fine. These are doing fine. These are doing fine. Good thing that the wheat production is in full swing. Woo! Okay. Let's see what awaits us. Past the radar. Do you see another tower in the distance anywhere? I do not. I do not. Over here. Trash, garbage. Oh, light bulbs. See if there's anything we missed. Take the car battery. For our own use. So the trickle-down power that we've got working, it's not working as intended. I don't know what I'm missing there, but we'll figure it out. Let's see what else we can find around here. Surely there's something good for us, some goodies, right? Ah, yes. Energy drink, very good. And we have to get back. Get back to our bunker before the shining strikes. I should have known better. Seems like you can only spend 2 days at a time per location prior to the alarm sounding. Which is really accurate for stalker lore, but... Have we had a barbecue yet? I don't think we have we? I don't think we have. It is still dark down here, even with our lights. That kind of sucks. All right, let us rearrange this. Give me the cable. Okay. So that is storing power just fine. Right. Okay, so all that, yeah, it is storing power just fine. So we just need to wait for these to charge up before we stick it on here. Before we run that line. Gas stove is going to need powered eventually. So we can make bread. We really don't need to worry about that now. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is good to be back. I wish it were under better circumstances. I'm pretty petrified for what's coming up. We're about to see some never before seen spookies, and that's, you know, it's really not good for our health, what we're about to run into. So let us load up. And I mean load up. Like this is a light load for what we're about to experience. I'm petrified, honest to God, petrified of what we're gonna see. But you know, we're the observer monk. We do not. Oh, did our jump get nerfed? We do not shy away from adversity. We overcome adversity one bullet at a time. Oh, and we deal with our problems as the great Stoics did. Right? We deal with them at face value. We affect what we can change. We do not worry and concern ourselves with what we can't change. Well, what we can change is whether or not we survive these encounters. Right? So, once more into the fray. Ah! We have not gotten a bunker. Very good. Alright, so what we're going to do is drop all this stuff that we have taken. It'll be here when we come back. Man, I'm going through the stages of grief here. We'll come back and pick all this up when we come back. For now, we get to explore a little bit more. This is interesting. I don't think we've seen this before. What is this? Oh, yes, this is the children's camp. Okay, we've definitely been here before. Yes, okay. We've been here before. Also, something else we're going to have to work on is utilizing our crafting benches for resources. Look at that. There's the Christmas hat. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, we're going to have to use our resources back at home more than we have been. We have not been using them at all, really. But we have the ability to build things, to make our own resources. We have a... Oh my god, we have a reloading bench at home that we haven't set up. We're gonna have to get the power working for that. Lord have mercy, we have so much to do. I am so behind, it's ridiculous. I am so behind in this series. I thought we were ahead. I thought we were like leagues ahead. Oh, look at this. Chocolate bunnies. Very cool. Very cool. How much does that sell? For like 15 ruble? At the tailor. Nothing, the exchange rates are still destroyed. They suck very badly. So we're still getting screwed by every single one of the traders. They don't... selling things is almost not advantageous to us. You know, we really need to be holding on to the things. But we don't find enough ammunition out in the world. You know, what are we spending our money on? Ammunition. There's a PM. Very cool. What is that? Ombres? Bombing run. No problem. No problem. I don't understand the loot distribution in some of these areas. But no matter. Let's nothing in here. We can get into this house. I don't remember there being like particularly good loot, but we should still get in while we can. No, okay, hold on here. Got to take a running start, of course, and then crouch jump in to the attic, the crawl space. Those are two different things. This is an attic. Excuse me. Sausage. No. Look at this. Wow. Yes, I am sure. We'll take that home. And a globe? Yes, please. Oh, yes. Very good. Too bad we can't sell that. tourist suit does not help us. It does not serve our goal. Yep, not particularly good loot. So we're gonna run out the back here, which is our front. Bear with me. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense. We're gonna go check out these side structures. There's a structure on either side. We've got low visibility, which is not good. Not good. At least it's not long, dark, low visibility, where we can't travel, even if we wanted to. Ooh, Christ alive. Man, the amount of screen shake that we have when we take a round is insane. We are going to be taking those home this time around. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. 3 shots kills a bandit. That's what we'd like to. That's what we'd like to hear. Police hat? No, thank you. Boonie hat. It's not the Bonnie hat. It's a Boonie hat. It's a Slavi. We can take this to sell. I thought that was a corpse. It's not. This looks like swamper territory. Yes, it is. Very good, very good. We're going to take those hazmat suits home just in case. I don't know how good they are, but just in case we need them. Because I've got a feeling that we might bite off more than we can chew underground. Jerry can, very good. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, they worry me. They make me very nervous. And I know they can't... I know they just want to hang out. Hey, pal. It's like Shrek. It's like a... Yeah, it's just like Shrek. It's like, do you remember the creatures, oh, very cool. What does this do? Nice, nice. That's awesome. Do you remember the harvesters from Amnesia? Well, it's like the harvester, mixed with Shrek. It's like the, what are they called? Not the brutes, but the harvester blank. The grunts. There we go. Thank God. Oh, wow. More weapons. More weapons. Okay. We can drop these drills for the weapons. Yes. Do we have anything to drink? Yes, we do. Drink that. These can go together. Put these in here. Slide one over, pick one up. 1, 2, tie your shoes. We are doing God's work here, ladies and gentlemen. Doing God's work. Alright. We don't need a globe. We'll get another globe. We know what the world looks like. We know geography. It's a swampers, making sure I don't open fire on them. Not out of malice, out of fear. Okie dokie. Oh man, it's gonna... I'm gonna quit talking about it. Everything's fine. We're fine. No space. Let's drop this gunpowder. No. Let's drop these bandages. Hi. Wish they wouldn't just walk up on you and breathe on you like that. It kind of freaks me out. I don't like them so much. Even though they're friendly, I still don't... You know, I like my personal space, and they're actively invading that. We're going to run back home. Run back home and sell all this crap at Sears's. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to be able to afford some of that good anti-rad from Medic. Hello. I have things to sell you. We have 2 Obres, 2 PMs. So 60. It's decent money. Decent. Keyword decent. Game brick, radio, no antenna for us today. Another drill though. Yes. Very good. I guess we could sell all of our electronics to him as well. We'll hold on to the scrap because I think we need it. We always need scrap. I don't know who I'm kidding. How much is that? We have 231. I'm half tempted to... Oh, Lord. No. Let's see how much this costs. Anti-rad. Powerful anti-radiation drug. 95 rubles for a bottle. Okay. So we're going to buy 2 of those. Off rip. And we have a GP5 at home that will get us through in the event we do die. In the event we do die down below. You know what? I'm just realizing we've never been over here before. I wonder if there are secrets. Are there... No, we can't go all the way over. Is there any... No? I've never tried to look over here or build outside of what you see here. I wonder if we can... I wonder if we can build structures outside. Please, hey, someone that watches a lot of Misery or plays a lot of Misery, please let me know in the comments whether or not we can do that. Alright, so this is going to be our, where we put all of our going out things. Take these anti-rads, put all this here, and we're going to place this, look at this cuckoo clock, very cool. Really? We can't put it there? That's upsetting. Huh. But we can put it over top of a carpet. It's crazy. Man, how about... No, really? We can't put it on this wall whatsoever? Really? Why? Are you kidding me? Really? But we can put it... Alright. Sorry, you should have seen my face. It looked just as confused as I sound. Let's take these and throw them in there. We'll keep this rig just in case. I think this is load-bearing equipment that we can wear, presumably in our rat wolf hide slot, right? Get this. What did we have in here? Yes, there it is. I knew we left something behind. Okie dokie. Let's place this right here. Is that facing us? That's facing us, right? Yes, okay. No, it's just a drill press. Strange. It requires 7 power, but we can make ammo out of gunpowder, iron bars, and scrap. Those are pretty intense levels of... Man, those are some big costs. Okay. I guess we'll start by dropping the scrap that we do have off here. We're gonna have to turn our production up to 11. Exoskeleton. We don't have a military uniform yet, so we can't create that. This is something I'd like to work on. 20 scrap, 15 iron, and a bunch of other stuff. Do we have that? We have all sorts of resources to burn through. See how that... see we have all of this ash, which is going to be very good for us moving forward. This ash is going to keep us making the money. Keep us making the money for sure. You have to forgive me for some of my lack of commentary here. I am kind of lost in thought here. Did we turn that on? Yes, we did. We've got all sorts of stuff to do in short order. Trying to do a little bit of organization of my brain to make things make sense. Because believe it or not, I'm pretty alright at math, but I'm not the best. A little secret about me. We don't need those, but we could use this energy drink to make space. Oh no, it doesn't. Yes. Let's drop all this junk. Let's go get paid real quick. I have to think pretty hard about a lot of stuff, unfortunately. That is just the nature of the beast, you know. So sometimes you'll catch me like lost in thought, and all that is me thinking way too hard about whatever it is I'm thinking of. Nice. So we have made a good amount. We've made 74 ruble. Very good. We still have more that we can get from home. And we should honestly be saving this money for... we should honestly be saving the money for anti-rad, because we're going to need it. We're going to need it. What did we want to build over here? Too much. We're going to want... or we're going to need a ton of material over here for the accumulator. Everything is back in order as of right now. Alright, perfect. What do we have in here? Still not enough to burn through everything. What do we need for an accumulator? Again. 20 scrap, 15 iron bars, 20 plastic, 25 electronics. Right, so we'll take our cable and run that from our car battery directly to our crafting station, turn it on, and pop out an accumulator. See you in 100 seconds, huh? I wish I understood more about what I'm doing wrong here. I can't help but feel like I'm not doing something right. This is chewing through power right now. It seems. I think the accumulator might be the answer to our problems. If we run the accumulator at the end of this circuit here and then run it into everything, or run it through a splitter and then split it into several different things. As long as there's power being generated, which unfortunately it's not enough power, right? We've got our power split into two circuits. Like, this should never end, right? And the input's 2, the output's 3. Maybe I'm asking too much of it. I can't tell. I can't tell. Mm-hmm. 10, 10, 10, and 5. Ah, yes, very good. So, let's see. Let's throw all this up in here. And we can create... Yes! Very good. Very, very good. Awesome. Trying to make wind turbines that we can... I need another one for this system to work. Work 100%. I do believe we're out of scrap, though, with that. I think that might have wiped us out. But if we have 2 additional wind turbines, and then we run those into combiners, so we can run 2 combiners to make 4 wind turbines into 2 combiners into 1 combiner, and then into our battery, and then we'll have the super battery, right? You see what I'm getting at here? Am I making any sense? I sure hope so. We're going to put this accumulator right here. Very cool. Input and output up to 1,000 is remarkable. Very remarkable. Before we go anywhere else, we're going to wait on this wind turbine. Nice. Very good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We'll deal with this at a later date. Is everything still receiving power? Yes. Okay. Just slowly. I don't know how to speed that up, ladies and gentlemen. I'll mess around with it and try, but I think we have a monster to face. I do believe. Wow, this is really cool looking. I like this. I like that a lot. All right. Sorry, I'm gushing over the beauty of misery. Man, I think it's coming. I think it's coming. I think it might be here. So we're gonna kit up. I'm gonna organize this for us. Yeah, that's a nightmare. Jesus Christ. And then we're gonna head down into the abyss. Ugh, Lord have mercy. I am... Remember in Step Brothers? I'm so scared right now. Like Will Ferrell. Oh, wow. Lucky duckling. We're a lucky duckling. Whew. I am putting so much emphasis on this bunker. Once we get down there, you guys are going to be like, this wasn't anything. You told us it was going to be awful. It is awful. I've seen it. I have not seen it for myself, but I've seen it. I've read about it, and it's not good. It's not good. We should be very, very afraid. I'm terrified. I'm petrified. Honestly. I don't have anything good to say. We do have those dwarfs sitting at home that we have yet to utilize in an effective manner. Perhaps we'll do that in this part as well. Using the dwarves as a power source You know, we're not drinking the vodka for radiation protection. So, wait, what am I doing? I don't need that. Wait, do I? Major frame rate drop there. No. There we go. I'm gonna take that flashlight. Because foreknowledge tells me we're gonna need it. Just a little bit. There's really not a lot in here. What we should be focusing on, instead of going door to door here, is trying to find that military, the military wreckage. So there's a lethal patch here. Trying to get around it. Oh lord, we took a ton of radiation just now. So let's stop, look, listen, smell. Just making sure that there's no ne'er-do-wells waiting behind the corner to ambush us. I'm looking at you, zombie. I have not been right since our ambush the first time. All sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. Nothing we need. Nothing we need. That is for certain. Let's move up. Sledgehammer. I'm going to leave the sledgehammers for the time being. I am going to take the rig, though. The reason I'm leaving the sledgehammer behind is we have expanded out so far. We really don't need to expand any further. Right now, we just don't have the furniture to take up space in our bunker. It's kind of barren as is. We've got this nice little comfort area. Look at this. See, it's kind of crazy when they give us two like that. It makes me feel like we need to pick them up. But we've got this nice, comfortable area. Ah, hell. We'll take them. Twist my arm, huh? Alright. No, we've got the... You can see our expansion in the bunker has been very rapid. Rapid to the point in which I clicked out. I clicked over to OBS for a second there. But so rapid that we've got a living quarters laid out. And then all this open space. And I can't remember if we talked about that in the last part or not. But I am going to talk about it again very briefly. Where, all of our... Like, all the nice, comfortable... what am I trying to say here? We have this mass expanse of cold, hard concrete, and then this little dugout that we have created for ourselves in order to be comfortable in a hostile, unforgiving world. People in tragedies and in conflict and war, they carve out comfort for themselves. They try to find comfort, right? And it's the same is true in the zone here. We're here of our own free will. And even if that's not true, even if we are just trapped here, we're here making a home for ourselves. I know it sounds kind of goofy. I wanted to eliminate those zombies quickly. Oh, yep, that's bad. Okay. That's really bad. But that might sound goofy, but we really are making a home. Carving out a home for ourselves. Something comfortable, something that we want to come back to. Because the contrast is the bleak, frozen wasteland. And even when it's not frozen hell like it is now, I mean, this is still, a bleak, horrifying wasteland with crawdads the size of houses. Cars, not houses. My God. My commentary goes out the window sometimes. I hate it. I hate, there's nothing more than when you have this great idea in your head that you want to talk about, and you go and you start opening your mouth, and then you just can't find the words. And then you sound like a goober because, God, it's not that I'm worried about sounding dumb, you know, but sometimes I feel like I just come off as, like, kind of ditzy because I can't articulate, and that's a weak point of mine that I'm working on while we're carving out our niche here. That's something I've talked about in the operator video, was trying to find our place in the world. You know, what does that look like for us, right? What is our niche? And, you know, I think a lot of that is the beauty and decay, urban decay, hostile zones, exploration, horror, the horror of war. You know, we touch on a variety of different subjects here. There's some fun militaria. Is that how you would say that? Militaria? Ambushes galore. All sorts of fun stuff. There's something for everybody here. Most definitely. I know I say that a lot, but I mean it. There is definitely something for everybody. And one of those things is, you know, about surviving war and surviving conflict and dealing with the effects of war and conflict and pain and turbulence. You know, it's stuff that doesn't get touched on a lot. There's not a lot of media that shows the after effects of living in conflict or post-traumatic, not accurately at least. One example of, you know, well, actually, we're going to skirt that subject for a moment and talk about carving out a comfortable world for yourself. You know, you see here, like and I know Misery might not be the best example because this is not an open world survival game, but you see these abandoned structures where hundreds of thousands of people, thousands at least, used to live here. When Pripyat was abandoned, 50,000 people, just about 50,000 people, lived in Pripyat. And then overnight, it was abandoned. You know, these zones, everyone, the zones in question, the pause. The zones in question, right, they are exclusion zones now, but they were formerly homes, cities, towns, villages, right, with infrastructure, with its own political systems, its governments, right? It had logistics. There were deliveries in and out, right? Supply and demand, import, export. You know, they were just like any other place, but now they've been cordoned off and turned into these alien worlds, these alien landscapes. And the Stalker, something I love about Stalker, something I love so much about Stalker, is going into this alien landscape and existing within it, you know? Not worrying about the dangers that lie ahead. And for whatever reason you're here for your own reason. We've talked about that before. But you go into the zone, you live within the zone, you interact with the zone, you become part of the zone. You are now a stalker. You are now a living, breathing extension of the zone. And once you cross that boundary, there's no turning back from it. You know, you can leave, but you're always going to be a stalker. And I think that's awesome. And you see here, whatever our ties were, I don't know who our character is in the world of Misery, but we have weapons handling. I'm saying that we're, you know, former military, some type of government agent, or scientist, or something. You know, that's why we had access to this bunker in the first place. Same with the helicopter. Like, there's got to be a deeper story, which is yet to be expanded on. As far as I know, we might see some of that lore in the physical bunker location here. But look at us, self-sustaining in this hostile zone. We have carved out our own little piece. of the world. And then we come down here. I imagine it's warm and toasty in here. I wish we could make a bonfire. It's a Slavi. Platypus Entertainment. I don't know what you want to be called. Please, for the love of God, let me light a fire. I would love to make a campfire down here in my base. Can I do that? That's not a thing I can do, is it? No. Ooh. No, it is not. Man. Well, we'll have to try again. Definitely have to try again. Extend a charge or cut it off. Very cool. Very cool. I don't know when that would be advantageous for us. 10 plastic, 10 scrap, 1 iron, 1 tape. Versus 2, correct? Metal makes 2 units of power per second. Yes, yes. And then the solar panels just seem worthless to us because, especially in the winter where it's so darn overcast all the time. But nevertheless, I'm talking and monologuing and whatnot. I'm really getting us geared up and ready for what waits beyond. We're just not going to be having the best of times. And I have accepted that. I'm going to drink this water. Put all this nonsense in here. We gotta run downstairs to Sears's. We'll sell all these whatnots and what have yous, you know. But thank you for listening to me monologue and ramble on and on about concepts that I don't quite understand myself. I just know that there's a feeling, you know. Perhaps that'll be the video essay we do. We'll be talking about Stalker and what, like, I wanted to do one on, like, combat, and the comforts and discomforts that you see and find in combat. But I think one that I could add on to, like a topic I could add on to that, is the appeal of Stalker, the appeal of the exclusion zone, the appeal of carving out a niche. You know, it's frontier-like. And we touched on this early on in Misery, but I'd like to touch on it once more. Get rid of all this, sell our gasoline, game brick. What else? Sell the Abras. Sell our seed packs. Oh, man. It's a hard life out here for a stalker, I tell you what. You know what? We don't really have a ton on our person. Let's drop this off. Let's go ahead and run back out. Spent quite a lot of time monologuing there. Let's go around the right side here and see if we can't get into another. Get into this apartment building. Excuse me. See if we got anything good in here. Anything we can't live without. I don't love the apartment. We're going to leave that flower behind. That doesn't really serve us. I don't love the apartment block so much. I know this is most frequently what you're probably going to experience if you play Misery on a long enough timeline. What everyone said online is, on a long enough timeline, this is the map you're going to be playing for the most part. Like, even after the spooky, scary bunker I keep talking about. It's random, but this is the most plucked from the pool, which isn't the worst thing. I mean, there's a good amount of loot, or a good dispersion of loot. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of bland. You know, for an apartment block. And I think Misery, if Misery doesn't expand on some of its design, at least for a solo player, I think there's going to be some burnout. Ooh, a Christmas tree. Holy crap, yes, please. Alright, there's nothing else for us here. Huh, I had no idea they added a Christmas tree. That's awesome. What a nice little surprise. I hope all of you had a Merry Christmas. My wife and I, unfortunately, we were sick. We had a great Christmas. Don't get me wrong, but we were very, very sick. The flu is going around. Very bad. Flu A. It's just been kicking our butts, man. Our extended family is sick too. Just bad luck. Whole bunch of bad luck for us. But thankfully everyone's feeling better and everyone's doing good. So let's put up our Christmas tree. Wow, very nice. Very nice. I wish I could string lights up on it. Look, you've got the bulbs, all the ornaments, even a little star on top. Very cute. Very cute. That is now our prized possession. Turn these back on. Get organizing. Get organizing. We're going to take these with us down into the basement. We can drop these elsewhere. I'm going to take a glow stick with us down below, because I know it's going to be dark underground. Alright, another shining down. And this, my friends, is what I think we've all been waiting for. This is going to be the gauntlet, I do believe. Where we're going to step out. First, we're going to step out physically. We're going to see what there is. What there is for us. Then we'll come back and grab all of our gear if it's... Oh, yeah. We're in for it, my dear friends. We are in for it. Look at this. Eerie. Silent. Pitch black. That is a distinct change in the environments. You know, Misery's got kind of a funny, comedic... There's nothing in any of these. Misery has a funny and comedic overtone to it. Right? And that's present... Oh, these are... Jesus Christ. Look at this. We're in a reactor. Or cooling tower, it looks like. Yeah, all that comedic stuff goes out the window as soon as we step underground. It is silent, dark, hostile, and oppressive. We're taking a good deal of radiation damage here. Ooh, Christ. Oh my god, okay. We gotta go. We gotta go now. Wow. No, sorry, I hit the escape key. Okay, that is a horrific amount of radiation in there. I'm just trying to see if we can't see any rifles or anything sitting out that we can, like, charge in and grab really quickly. We can't linger down here whatsoever. Everything I've seen is just violent and hostile. There's a... Oh, yes, an IFAK. Very good. For my non... Ooh, Christ, that's lethal. Okay. Alright, that took us back down. Holy cow. How are we supposed to do this? How are we supposed to maneuver through here? Oh man, we don't have a full magazine either. I'm slipping. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, I just wasted that whole flask. That's okay. Caparis. Yes. Oh, I hit the escape key again, my dear friends. I'm so sorry. Wow. Lord have mercy. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words right now, my dear friends. I'm just taking it in. You know, we've been talking about this for how many parts now? That's not counting the parts that we've lost. I say we've lost, that I've lost. My mistake. And, you know, here we are. And it's... Oh, something is growling from beyond the threshold, and I don't love that. I don't love that. I think, you know, I'm going to do the wise thing and pop out. We'll go back in. We're going to have to spend all of our money moving forward on the anti-rad we get from the trader. This stuff we've been finding in Baba Yaga's hut is crap. We're going to put all of our spoils in here, most definitely. Okay. Yes. Very good. We're losing sanity down there, too, which I guess is to be expected. What did we need? Alright, I wanted to make sure that we got a save, just so we don't have to redo all of this. I haven't been saving. I was saving at the end of each episode. Now, I think it would be wise of us to save now that we're at the bunkers. Now that we've been in and out, too. So we have a better chance. Let's push out. Let's see what we can see. I hear something growling. It's giving me a great deal of anxiety. Oh. What the hell is that? Okay. Yes, those are the soul stealers that we've heard, that I've heard so much about. Well, we gotta get out of here. Wow. Ooh, okay, this is lethal. That is lethal. What about through here? Nope, that's also lethal. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go now. Hopefully we can make it out before... Are we... Hold on, there we go. That's the way out. Alright, we're stuck on something. Okay, that's fine. We can totally deal with that death. That is why, my friends, that is why we save. That is why you save your game. I'm not going to save scum this into oblivion. But, if the radiation is that unbelievably high, we're gonna have to be cautious. Oh, okay. So, I'm also realizing we didn't do what we said we were going to do. There were several things we were supposed to do. One of which was put on our suit, right? Before we ever step foot in the bunker. The other thing, that was it. That was all we were supposed to do. We were supposed to put on our gas mask. And not our gas mask, excuse me, our hazmat suit prior to us going on expedition. We did not do that, and we are suffering as a result. This should help us, though. We should be able to grab most of our stuff. Granted... Oh, no. Oh, there he is. So, total transparency, I reloaded our save there. The reason being is because running back and forth to get our corpse gear was stupid, and I realized that we had already pulled out of the bunker, so I figured we'd just throw our hazmat suit on and run back in. But now that we're... oh, hello. Oh, yes. Very not good. Very not good. Oh, he's going to follow us all the way in. God, I hate it. I hate when they do that. So in the meantime, what we're going to do instead is we're going to wait for another bunker. We're going to wait out this this shining, and we're going to do some base maintenance. And we're definitely going to do some base maintenance in the time being. So I'm going to put all of our stuff down. I'm going to take our gas mask off so we can kind of relax and immerse ourselves just a little bit in our bunker. Put all of our stuff over here. I'm going to hold on to the frags. No, we're not. Why would we do that? Alright. We're going to take this off too. Nice. So we just got our Telenoshka. Is that what that's called? The VDV wear 'em, right? Nice. Anyways, we're gonna figure out this accumulator right now. That's what we're gonna do, I do believe. As well as run... We need another combiner. So what do we need to make that? We need 1 scrap and 3 electronics. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. I'm going to make several of these. And wait for that to do its thing. We also need... We could really use another metal turbine. 10, 10, 10, 5. We almost have enough. Yeah, we almost have enough. Let's take this over here. We're running low on gasoline, but that's alright. I'm hoping, coming up... Oh, no, I don't want to pick up the cable. I'm hoping, coming up, we're going to be able to turn over purely to electric power. Now, I know that is a bit of a stretch right now. So, see, we're going to put another... Oh, really? Is it not going to let us? This is going to drive me up the wall. So, we'll funnel our power from the two generators or two turbines we're going to make. Two wooden turbines are funneling into here. We're going to put both metals into here for a combined output of 6 power. And then we're going to trickle that down once more into this combiner. And then this combiner will run towards our, is that our, yeah, that's our gun I'm seeing on the ceiling. Then we'll run the rest of it down. Yes. Let's grab our wrench as well. Very good. Very good. We'll soon have another turbine. We are going to have to pick up this. Oh no, that is not the right thing. Ah, God. I made a mistake, my dear friends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. There we go. Okay. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. We have all the stored power in the world powering this sucker. Yes, very good. 25 seconds from now, we're going to revolutionize the way power is looked at here. So we have 2 separate power banks right now, one of which is on top of the incinerator. I've kind of just let that go. It's not powering anything except for our lights. I'm using a series of splitters, which this is not great cable management, guys. I mean, look at that. Yuck. All right. We're going to feed these batteries into this accumulator, and hopefully we can take... This has a... Hopefully this has a output cord somewhere along it. But while we wait, something I wanted to talk about that I was talking about was the way our bunker is set up, right? And you see where we've expanded out. I mean, we're kind of making it more homey and cozy over here in the corner. We have our trophies, of course. Killed ourselves. We made sure that we did not keep trophies, that we did not kill. This deer skin, which I wish there was a bear skin. That'd be really neat. Our wall carpet, which we're severely lacking in wall carpets. I'll get to it, I promise. That would actually be a good task for us in between these bunker raids. But we're making it homey. We got the Christmas tree over here. We'll expand out our storage, which is going to take me so many in-game days to get this looking clean. But, you know, this, from here to here, this was our home at first. This was all we had. And you see, I shoved all of our important stuff over here in this corner, and you could just huddle in our little safety bubble in this frozen radioactive hellscape teeming with mutants. And now we're expanding out. We're almost setting up rooms the way that these crates are laid out, like different segments. But we're trying to find that space for ourselves, like we keep talking about. Carving out a niche, carving out a space, much like we do in real life. We're carving out, you know, figuring out where we belong in the world. All right, right here. Yes. Very good. Very good. We're going to stagger those ever so slightly. And here we go. No, I'm going to keep running them here just to make it neat. Alright, so this guy is going to go there. Very good. And then we're going to run... Wait, hold on. We can do this for quick cable. At least I think that's what that's there for. Sorry, this is getting kind of messed up. Cable management only goes so far here in the zone. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's a little messy. I'm not gonna lie. It seemed cleaner at first. It is not. We're gonna need a flashlight. Jesus Christ. Okay, so those are gonna go into... Now it is time for us to take this cable away, yes. And then we'll put this into here, and then this output, and this combiner, also into here. I'll pick this up, and then run a cable from the mouth of this combiner down and across. Yes. And into our car battery, right? So now the input is 6. Yes, that is very good. Very, very good. And then we're going to run this cable that we just picked up from the negative output into the accumulator. When you see that, that is battery input 100. Unreal. Unreal. That's because it's sapping all the power. But nonetheless, it's going to fill up very quickly. And then from there, we should be able to run a line off the accumulator to power other things. But we need more cables to do so. So for... Oh, look at that. Speak of the devil. Let's see. Yes, there it is. There's the output. So we'll take this. Actually, first, we need another splitter. Oh, excuse me. I am still getting over the sickness. I know I just talked about that, but I am still not feeling the best. I'm definitely doing my best. My voice is back, but the nasal stuff is just all over the place. Here we go. Here we go. We are using our big brain. Yes. We'll take this splitter, right? Put the splitter on the wall. And run a cable from the accumulator over and up into the splitter, right? Yeah, this is a jarbled mess, but we're going to make it work. Can we make... I believe we can make our own cables, correct? What do we need for this? 5 scrap, 2 electronics. Holy crap. Okay. That is resource heavy. Do we have any spares laying around? I can get some. I can get a lot really quick. Ah, to hell with it. Yeah, we'll do it. And that allows us to make another insufficient items. Yes. Yes. That's okay. Oh, we're totally out of scrap. We should really go out instead of just wasting all of our stuff. I mean, we could buy it, but I'd really... I'll be darned. I don't know why I just don't say damn. I'll be damned if we don't... oh, there we go. We got scrap from below. Yeah, I'll be damned if we use our hard-earned rubles paying for scrap. You've got me twisted. Now, we take our cables, right? Bear with me. Splitter. So we'll run one here, down here, behind all this, into the input, yes? And then we'll run another one. Off the side, straight out, down, into the input. And then another, bear with me, watch this, out, down. Presumably there's an input for the gas stove, right? Correct? There it is. All right. Power, 7 of 7, 2 of 2, 10 of 10. Everyone's set up, right? This accumulator is still gaining power. Very good. Yeah, it's leaching all the power. Once this fills up, it'll backfill into these car batteries. We'll be good to go. Everything is set up. We are rocking, ladies and gentlemen. I am so proud of us. We'll use this. Actually, we're going to forget about that in there. We're going to place this up above just so we know it's there. My friends of Slavia, if you were listening, it would be really awesome moving forward if we could... So these combiners here, right? I wish I could put them closer together so I could neatly arrange this. I don't know if there's like a clipping issue or what it is. It's the slightest bit frustrating. Please fix. I would appreciate. We're going to get kitted back up and head out once more into the fray. I'm going to see if we can go get some scrap and whatnot. Just some resources, standard building materials. And then we're going to try to... I'm going to try to hit a bunker again. If that works... Oh! Oh! Hi. Okay. Woo, okay. We're gonna go back in. And we're gonna sit outside and reflect on what just happened. We just stared death in the back of the head. It was very scary. It's almost getting too loud out here for us to talk. Isn't it? Well, that's fine. We'll take our wheat harvest with us. We'll take it down below into Sears's. We'll come back for all this nonsense. As long as I remember our wheat's in the large crop. That would be hilarious if we left it here, wouldn't it? Not really, not really. Ugh. How was everyone's holidays? Do you have good holidays? Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Yule. I know some of you are Yule practitioners. We sure do like some Yule around here. Oh, man, I'm not totally... I mean, I feel like when I'm recording... It's so funny because in my day-to-day life, I am a quiet person. You know, I'm very reserved. I mean, I'm not reserved at home, you know, but I'm definitely reserved in the grand scheme of things. You know, to think that I am doing YouTube is, I think it would surprise a lot of people, you know, in my life, one way or another. And I think that's also kind of the beauty of it. you know, because it's me out of my comfort zone. And, you know, I get excited and I can talk about anything to my wife, you know, but when it comes to talking to a large audience of people, like in my day-to-day life, I wouldn't even think to talk about some of my hobbies or things that I like with people that I even consider friends, because I don't know. That's just how I am. I've always been that way. And I'm not like a big people person. I've talked about that before, and I'm not like a social butterfly. I'm introverted, most definitely. But I can talk my wife's head off about anything, especially interests. And then I get on the mic here, and you know, there's never really a dull moment. Even if, like, sometimes I have to take a break or a breath or whatever, because you know, I'm just talking to a microphone. Even though I'm talking to you guys indirectly, like right now, I'm just speaking to a microphone. You know, this recording, you haven't seen this recording yet. Yeah, I don't know. It's a strange thing for me, and it's really nice. It is nice to have a platform to just be able to, you know, give my takes on things, or like what I see through my own words, which I know is a jumbled mess. I am trying very hard to slow down my brain to mouth ratio. Like the words are coming to my brain faster than my mouth can produce them. Sometimes I'm like foaming at the mouth. But another mission survived. Very good. A shining, excuse me. Another shining down. We're going to go down once more to Sears's. I believe we should have a bunker now. And if not, we might just go out, run around a little bit, and then I'll end it. But we've got all of our good stuff on. We're going to pop down here. Sell all of our wheat. Very good. Sell all of our wheat. Sell our game brick. And then, what do we have? Yes. Need to buy several anti-rads. Yes, very good. Alright. Now I'm going to try to organize us to the best of my ability here. So we're set up, ready for combat. We have 30 rounds in our current magazine, which is great. We have this much space. We'll leave the axe at the door. Oh, is there an RPG in this? Am I to believe that? Is this lobby? No. Ah, we were back at the bunkers. Well, my dear friends, we are going to run through the bunkers as we have been. And just continue business as usual, looting. I really figured we would get that the scary bunker a lot more frequently than we have. But I suppose that's for the best. I mean, you know, if you got it multiple times in a row, the odds of you dying increase tenfold each time that you step foot into the bunker. So, you know, maybe this is a good thing. We really just need to be looking for anti-rad. I keep picking up ammo because I know there's a good chance. Lord have mercy, that was loud. It's usually not that loud. We did leave our hatchet at home, which is goofy of us, but don't really need that. Or this. Excuse me. But we're just gonna run out and see what we can find. Unfortunately, we left our detector at home because I figured we'd be underground. We're not. There's a mine melter anomaly here, though. Not good. Not good. I really really don't want to get tangled up with this thing. Because we don't have cigarettes right now on our person, where we're wearing that rat wolf hide. Another generator. I think it's so weird that you can open the table in order to look at its contents. I really wish... That's a bunny ear TV. No thank you. We have a doily TV at home. Tomato. Well, I've kind of set us up for failure here by not bringing our axe in order to break things. Okay, well that was stupid. Hazmat suit has no damage resistance whatsoever. I didn't realize that we were shooting the freaking wall there. What the hell was that? Plague Doctor. Pain in my rumpus is what it is. Pain in my rumpus. I've been collecting these PPSH mags in case we find one out in the wild. I think it could be beneficial to us. Can we pick up his... Yes, there we go. I think it's funny that the Plague Doctor also... it reminds me a lot of a vampire hunter. Now, vampire hunters... You know, the traditional loadout for a vampire hunter... Let's take it back to Van Helsing, right? Most well-known of the vampire hunters. I'm going to drop this on the ground real quick. Yes. Take this magazine out. Put these rounds in. Pick that back up. And pick our vodka up. Now we are full up. It's time to go home. Abraham Van Helsing, who makes his first appearance in Bram Stoker's Dracula novel. I couldn't tell you when that came out. Late 1800s? Anyways, he carried stakes made out of ash wood, as well as garlic, rosary, crucifixes, a mirror, cloves of garlic, I already said that, holy water, etc. You know, and you can see some of that reflected here with the wooden cross. This is just a belt, but you see the cloves of garlic here. Plague doctors in medieval Europe were known to stuff herbs inside of those bird beak style masks that they wore as a rudimentary defense against the plague. It's kind of like a respirator, but you know how effective that was is you can imagine. But I don't know, when I look at the Plague Doctor's get up, it reminds me of, you know, what Van Helsing would carry with him. I've got vampire hunters on the brain constantly. I'm a big fan of vampire hunters and media and whatnot. Do you have any recommendations on some good vampire hunter things? Books, anything like that that's not too over the top and cartoony? Please let me know. Please let me know in the comments. Got any recommendations? I am all ears. I would love to know. But I've kind of dragged this part out a little longer than I expected. We did some base maintenance together, as well as entered and cleared our first bunker. And I did try to save skim it, and that did not work. We lost that particular bunker mission, but nothing else changed. So, in the next part, we're going to continue to try to monopolize wind power here in Eastern Europe, Western Asia. I can't exactly tell where we are. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. There's more content on the way, as always. Something for everybody, no doubt. And remember to mind the gap, stalkers. Mind the gap. And have a good one.